Hey guys, it's Sam, and this is my spoiler-free review of The Abyss Surrounds Us by Emily Skresky. I requested this book from Flux Publishing in exchange for an honest review. This is our main character, Cassandra, and she lives in a future Earth where a lot of the tides have risen and the world has kind of divided even more into different governments that are a lot smaller. Because of the tides rising, they are very dependent on sea travel, and there is a higher population of pirates. So in future Earth, they have genetically engineered sea monsters called reckoners that travel with each ship to protect it. Our main character, Cassandra, is a reckoner trainer in training. At the beginning of the story, she embarks on her first solo mission, and everything goes horribly wrong. She ends up getting abducted by pirates, and everything takes off from there. So first off, I was on the hunt for a pirate book, and I have been for a while. I've just been really disappointed by a lot of the pirate stuff that I've been reading recently. It has not been piratey enough for me, and this was finally what I was looking for. I was looking for ruthless pirates, and this did not disappoint. First, let me talk about the world building. I really enjoyed this new world. We didn't get a ton of hints about exactly how the politics worked. We see that the world is kind of broken up a little bit. It's a lot smaller, and there are pirates, obviously, and there are floating cities called flotillas that have a lot of, like, criminal activity and stuff on them and are living kind of in poverty, and we have that kind of thing going on, but the main focus really is on the science and the reckoners, which is the coolest part, honestly. So it's really about sea monsters and pirates, and that is really what I wanted. But if you're looking for something with a more developed world and a lot of the world building elements and stuff, you don't really get a ton of that because a lot of this is spent on pirate ships and stuff, which is what I was looking for. So I didn't really mind it, but if you're going in looking for something a lot more science fiction world building based, you're not going to get it with this one. Next, let me talk about the characters. Where this book really excels is with the characters. I loved Cassandra as a main character. She went through a lot in this book, and she really turned into this kick-ass person. She was in the beginning, but she didn't know it, and as time goes on, she really does evolve. And we have those explorations that I love of morally grayness and who's good and who's bad. We have her love interest Swift, who is also a female, which is one of the reasons why I requested this book, because lesbian pirates, who doesn't want that? I want that every day of my life. So she is one of the other characters, and she is so interesting. She could have been really flat, but she really wasn't. I really enjoyed learning about some of her motivations. Some things about her were a bit predictable. I kind of did see coming, but I love her as a character. I love their friendship and then their relationship dynamic and how all that evolves. It's so awesome. And again, pirates. We have actual pirates doing piratey things, doing bad things, being bad people, but also being good people. Morally grayness, pirates everywhere. Also, our main villain, who is kind of a pirate queen, speaks to my heart on so many levels. She's manipulative, she's ruthless, she's just evil at times, but you also see her point in a lot of ways. So again, we have all these characters being realistic human beings and being ruthless in a world that is very ruthless, and I really enjoyed that. We also have kind of the character of the sea monsters, which I really enjoyed. That part of the character building slash world building was my favorite part. I really enjoyed learning about these sea monsters. When I first went in, I wasn't sure. I was like, this could go either way. I'm not really sure how it's going to work out, but I really loved learning about them. And they're so cool, and just kind of like the science behind them and stuff, and how they kind of get trained and stuff, and you kind of form a bond with this other character that doesn't talk, doesn't have thoughts that we know of. We can't, like, we're not in its head or anything. It doesn't communicate, you know, mind to mind in any way, but you still kind of fall for this huge, giant sea monster, in a way. As far as the plot, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very fast-paced. Again, anything that takes place on a pirate ship, it doesn't matter what they're doing, they could be eating, and I'm excited about it. So for me, the plot was totally fine. That there were some parts that lagged a little bit, I think, towards the middle, that some people might not enjoy, but if you are looking for a pirate book, I don't think it'll particularly disappoint you. But if you need constant fast-paced action, I don't think you're going to get that. There was a lot of things happening as far as, like, training in sea monsters and character relationships, because this book does focus a lot on character relationships, but there is some scenes towards the end that are a lot more action-packed, that are crazy, and I really loved how that ended up. This is a duology, and I cannot wait for the next book. I think the next book will flesh things out even more, and I'm really excited to see where it goes with the characters. Like I said, this is more of a character-driven story. While there is a lot of plot action elements, I do think that the strength of this story is really in the characters, and I'm very interested to see how they turn out in the next book. I gave The Abyss Surrounds Us 4 out of 5 stars. So comment down below and let me know what you thought of The Abyss Surrounds Us. Thank you all for watching, and I will see all of you guys soon. Bye!